Well, here we are. This is Rich. This is a Sunday stroll. It's all about Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Ipswich Town 2. Firstly, please smash the like button. We'll aim for 300 likes for this video. Please hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends. We do this after every Town game on a Sunday or a midweek. We go for a walk. We didn't last week. It was the Sunday sit down because I was busy on a Monday. But I've been to work and finished. And I thought I'd just go for a little stroll and talk you through my thoughts on yesterday's game. Obviously, Town going to Molineux. I think I've been there, I think about 5 or 6 times. Never seen Town get a victory. So I went hoping and I went for 2-1 in the predictions. I think if you watched on Friday, available to watch back if you haven't watched the preview show, I did go for a 2-1 Town win. Anyway, Town went into the game looking for victory number 2. Wolves, they had 1-2 also. They'd beaten Southampton. They'd had a great 4-1 win away at Fulham. Club in a bit of turmoil, yeah, if I'm being honest. Obviously, they've changed captains after the fracas after the game at West Ham, and I think as we get into it, there was a little bit going on after the game yesterday. Anyway, Town lined up with Aro Muric in goal. A lot of talk about him in the week, maybe losing his place, but Kieran kept faith with him in the nets. Harry Clark come in at right back instead of Ben Johnson, who I don't think is fully fit. Burgess and O'Shea centre backs again. Leif Davis at left back. Sammy Morsey in midfield with Jens Kajust, who came in for Jack Taylor. More about Jack Taylor later on. Wes on the right came in. Sammy Smodics was ill, so he didn't feature. Chappers in the 10. Amari off the left, but he was sort of roaming. Played inside quite a lot, leaving that space out for Leaf. And then obviously Liam Delap, Ole up front. Wolves made one change. I think it was Vanguard. I can't remember his name. 27. He missed an absolute sitter in the first half. He came in. Yeah, Town obviously started quite well, I thought. First 10 minutes. I'll tell you what they did have. Where we sat on the side yesterday, they had them, the flamethrowers they have at Portman Road. Wow. I've not sat near, obviously because I sit on the other side at Portman Road. Wow, the heat coming out of them. Need them at half time. I mean, if you get too close to them, would you singe your eyebrows? Hair gel? I'm not sure, but matey was there with his little control board with his ear defenders on before the game. Great pre-match build-up. I love the music at Molineux. I think it was really good stadium. I love Molineux. One of my favourites. It was when I started following Town away properly. That was my first away game. It's not a great away end, or it's not an end, is it? It's on the side. So, but I thought Town made a lot of noise yesterday, and if you look on the socials, a lot of praise for Town fans from the Wolves fans, saying best fans they've had down there for a long time, which is really good to hear. But yeah, first 10 minutes, feeling out process. Obviously they were looking for Cunha. I thought Harry Clark marshalled him quite well yesterday, other than the goal. But obviously Town in front. If you listen to Gary O'Neill, he said he remembers Liam Delap bodying people and using his physicality when he was playing under 18s football, because obviously size was obviously he was a lot more physical and a lot more probably size wise he was a lot more developed maybe than some under 18s, but he said that goal should never happen. Well, it's a ball down the side by Harry Clark, and if that is my centre half, I cannot understand where Gary O'Neill's coming from, because he should do a lot better there. He's got to be stronger. He's favourite to win that ball. But Liam Delap, we've seen it time and time again, uses his strength, gets wrong side of him, and then once he's in the penalty area, he's one of them ones where you cannot touch him. Gets to the bar line, pulls it back. I think if you watch it back, it takes a little nick off the defender, which takes it away from Amari, because I thought at the time, hit it first time. Comes inside, hits it, great clearance off the line, out to Chaplin on the edge of the box, and Connor hits the target, and it's a double deflection. It's headed, I think it might be Semedo, and then it cannons in off Matt Doherty for my mate Cole. If you watched the preview show, you would have seen a mistake. He was the only one who picked up on it. I called Matt Doherty Gary Doherty. If you remember, Gary Doherty played for Norwich. He was a striker turned centre half. So, Matt Doherty with the own goal. And then obviously Town looking to build on that. I did talk about the chance that Wolves missed. Probably the only mistake O'Shea made yesterday. Give the ball away, passing out, cross to the back post. He has to score there, the Wolves lad, and fires it. Not just over the bar, way over the bar. And that was an escape for Town. But we went in 1-0 at half time. I put a tweet out at half time. Town have got to have the killer instinct here today, because we've been there so many times this season, haven't we? Winning at half time, slender leads. And you thought, right, let's get out. Let's get that second goal. Let's kill the game off and make it a lot easier for ourselves. And although we managed the game, I thought, pretty well second half, I think we lack. We played a little bit slow. And obviously I get that Town, you have a goal that you're holding on to. You don't want to give anything away. But I think sometimes you've got to maybe play a little bit more front foot football. Wes has had a great shot. Sam Johnston, very good save. I thought Wes done quite well yesterday. I know he's maybe, in some people's opinion, not set the world alight this season, but I thought probably his best performance. He was a constant menace to Elton Newry. Probably should have had a red card in the first half. I've not seen it back. They didn't show it on Match of the Day with a little petulant slap. And I mean, credit to Wes for staying on his feet, because a lot of players, we see him nowadays, don't we? So easy to go down. And then it's literally a few minutes after, Elton Newry gets a booking. And I thought Wes played well. Then he puts a great ball across for Liam Delap in the second half. It's one of those where it's at a height where it hits Liam on the knee. Any sort of great contact there, he'll score, because he's 2 or 3 yards out. Does he maybe go at it with his head? Maybe a diving header there might have been better, but chance gets away, and you could hear the crowd turning a little few misplaced passes by Wolves, a couple of offsides. Strand Larson just straying offside 2 or 3 yards, and you're thinking, right, we've got this lot here, got them where we want them. And then obviously Town, we let them back in the game. Harry Clark gets caught a little bit out of position. It's a good ball from Elton Newry behind the fullback Cunha. Right, so I've seen a lot of people online saying Muric should save it. It's one of those ones. It does take a deflection off Harry Clark when he's sliding to get back, but it doesn't change the flight of the ball for me. He hits it well, beats him for pace, and then we're back to 1-1, and when we're thinking, here we go again. And I think if you took a poll there in the away end, right there and then when they'd equalised, I think a lot of people would have said Town will probably go on and lose this game. And we did have to weather the storm. Cunha had a shot saved and he's blazed over. Strand Larson stretching, puts one wide. I think it was Tommy Doyle got in a great position. He shoots when he should really play in the right-sided player who's unmarked. And it's all hands to the pump for Town. Great clearance by Cam Burgess. Last-ditch tackle on Strand Larson, puts it over the bar for a corner. And you're thinking, as we move into the last 5 minutes, we obviously made some changes. Al Hamady had come on at that stage for Liam Delap up front. Jack Clark had come on. Ben Johnson came on. Jack Taylor came on. Yeah, and we didn't see what was coming. But going into them last 2 minutes before the injury time, and then the 3 minutes of injury time, which went to 4, Town literally found second, third wind. literally the game flipped on its head. It was all town looking for that winner. And you're probably thinking, sitting there, if you're in the stadium or at home, where was this urgency when we were 1-0 up? Because the urgency then was, we're looking for that goal, go and get that second goal. And we got in a couple of good positions. Al Hamadi's had a good run. Leif Davis, possible foul in the box. Haven't seen it back. So obviously VAR checked that. And then we win a corner deep into injury time on the left-hand side. So sometimes you get Leif with the outswinger, but Jack Clark trots across to take it. Good ball in. I wouldn't say nothing outstanding. That's the 16th goal that Wolves have conceded from a set piece, which is absolutely horrendous. One of the main reasons probably why they're down, struggling. And Jack Taylor leaps like a salmon. Great header into the corner of the net. Absolute wild scenes in the away end. Shirts off from Jack Taylor. Jumps the hoardings. You're hugging people that you don't know. And that makes all the miles that you put in and all the money you spend, it makes it worthwhile, personally for me. I mean, I go to every game, home and away, take me boys, joy in their faces. It was, yeah, it's a magic moment. It's them ones you have to enjoy. Only the second win of the season, obviously. That was literally last kick of the game. I think it was 6 seconds before the end. Kick off. Pumps forward, gets headed out, final whistle, great scenes, and then obviously it all kicks off. Not really sure what's going on, but El Nuri gets another yellow. I think it's another yellow and then gets a red. I think they've reported that Liam Delap's got another yellow. You look at certain sites, it doesn't say that he has. If he has, which it probably looks like he has, he will miss the game against Newcastle, which obviously is disappointing, but there's not a lot we can do now, you know. Looks as though he's going to be suspended, so we'll just have to get on with that. That's another blow for town, but we've just got to obviously go with whoever we've got fit at that stage. So disappointing. And then Cunha, I think he's a security guy from Ipswich, ginger-haired guy with glasses. I mean, what Cunha does is an absolute disgrace. Elbows him in the back of the head, then he's grabbing his face, grabbing his glasses. I mean, he should expect a hefty punishment. So they're going to lose two big players there, you know. Gary O'Neill's comments after the game, if I was a Wolves fan, I wouldn't be very happy. He's literally throwing the players under the bus and sort of exonerating himself from blame. We're trying to get as much out of this group of players, basically saying they're not good enough. It's a broken club. We've been there, we've been in this position, and I think Wolves are suffering from obviously selling their better players, not replacing them with the quality that they're selling, like your Netos, obviously a little while ago Jota, can't remember the centre-half's name, Kilman, went to West Ham. And they're not replacing them with the quality that they had. And look, you're going to suffer. I think it will probably end in relegation for Wolves if what I'm seeing yesterday. Look, the crowd were really flat. Got behind them for 15-20 minutes, obviously, when they scored. But it's not a happy environment when you've got players fighting on the pitch, 2 games running, manager coming out. It's just he's in self-preservation mode now, Gary O'Neill. So, but we're not worried about Wolves. We're all worried about Ipswich Town. Second away win of the season. Let's have a look at a few performances in the lineup. So I thought Muric in goal. Other than the goal, which you could say he could have saved. I'm not saying he should have saved it. I thought his distribution, short passing, and that was very good yesterday. Claimed every cross. So really positive from him. Thought Harry Clark probably had his best game for Town in the Premier League. Other than the goal, I thought he controlled Cunha pretty well, and he's Wolves' main live wire, and he didn't really let him get in behind other than the goal. So plus marks to Harry yesterday. 2 centre-halves again, excellent. O'Shea, just one bad pass, could have led to a goal, didn't, luckily. Cam Burgess, outstanding again, faultless. The Australian Maldini, I'm going to call him from now on. He is the most improved player at the football club during Kieran McKenna's tenure, and I will go on record, and I think everybody knows this, I had doubts if he could play in the Championship, I had doubts if he could play in the Premier League, and I will hold my hands up and say he's been outstanding. And if you're Jacob Greaves, you ain't getting any game time any time soon. So keep yourself fit. If there's an injury, be ready, because other than that, Cam Burgess will be playing week in and week out for Town. And long may he keep up the form that he has showed. Leaf at left back, yeah, decent. Another good display. Defensively, I thought he was good yesterday. He didn't let his player get behind him. He always gives you a threat going forward. Set pieces are always a threat from Davison with that left foot. He'll be looking forward to next weekend. Obviously Newcastle in Town. He's a Geordie. I know his brother's coming down. I spoke to his brother, so they're probably as a family going to enjoy that game. Midfield, Jens Kajust. He's like a Rolls Royce, this boy. Just a bit of a shame you cannot get a few more minutes out of him. I thought he's excellent. Broke up play, got forward, drove forward, broke the lines. Quality player. Sammy Morsey. You know what you're getting from Sam every single week. Another game without a booking, which was good. Chappers, excellent first half. Came a little anonymous second half. I think that's sometimes the way, and I think sometimes as a team, oh shit, dropped out my hands. It was like an R.O. Murich moment. As a team, I think we die on 60-65 minutes sometimes. The intensity of these games, and sometimes we don't have the power off the bench. Yesterday the subs have made a difference, which was excellent. But yeah, Morsey excellent. Chaplin gave you a good half. And then you've obviously got Amari, played on the left. Very good. He wanders a little bit and I like it. Carries the ball, gives you a threat. He's always bright and in possession. And I thought Wes was good. Like I said earlier, Liam Delap up front. He could do with a break. It's not ideal that he's missing Newcastle, if I'm being brutally honest, because we probably would need him for that game, and then maybe if he missed an Arsenal away, because I don't think we're going to get a lot there. But you've got to take your medicine. It'll give an opportunity for someone else. Will it be Al Hamady? Will it be Sammy Smodics through the middle? Back hopefully next week. But yeah, subs off the bench. Thought Jack Clark, he's bright. He always looks to do something. He might lose the ball. He might look a bit lightweight, but he gives you that positive outlet. Johnson obviously came on to shore up that right hand side, so yeah, done all right. Al Hamady, like I say, he had one good run there, had a shot, made himself a nuisance in front of the goalie for the goal. Just moved out the way in the nick of time. I totally forgot, right, about VAR. I totally forgot that VAR was in operation as we were losing ourselves, hugging people, climbing on walls, climbing on seats. Totally forgot about VAR. If that had been disallowed, what a letdown that would have been. Woo. And then we come to the main man, Jack Taylor. So now Jack joins 11 people who have scored in every league in the Football League. Jack, though, has played in the National League and scored for Barnet. So National League, League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier League. Jack Taylor has scored in all 5 divisions. He's the 4th Ipswich Town player now to have scored a goal in the top 4 divisions, which is excellent, and it just shows our progress as a football club. Smodics, Chaplin, Morsey, Jack Taylor. Maybe Cameron Burgess can join that illustrious group this season. Wouldn't that be great? But yeah, look, that just shows progress for me off the pitch and on the pitch, and we're signing good people, and you just got to be happy for these people. They're all good lads. You can see it, how much it means to them. Look, results, we're in a results business. The performances have been good, but that yesterday, it's a shot in the arm. The way that we won the game as well, that's only a positive for me going forward. As we wrap up, my man of the match yesterday, Cameron Burgess again, outstanding, closely followed by Jens Kajust. No Calvin Phillips again off the bench, which spoke before about it on here, disappointing. Maybe that's something they address in January, but we're back in with half a chance now. Point behind Palace, who play Brighton today at 2 o'clock. Obviously Leicester got a bit of a slapping yesterday, 4-0, so that was a good result for Town. But Wolves in disarray. The only way is up for Town. As we sung, I'll leave you with this: jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to see Ipswich win away. Have a great Sunday.